And when you're appointing the successorship of a party leader, the transfer power is a separate thing. So the transfer power is completely different than the selecting the leadership. In a dictatorship, the transfer power is a struggle, okay? Especially when Jiang faction hold on to the power of the country. They basically own the country. You know, they have the gun, they have the legal system, they have the courts, they have the money bag. They basically run the history. That's why when Jiang when Jiang finished become the president in 2002, he doesn't want to give the military power to who? It took a struggle to get to actually push him to force to give up the military power, but eventually he did. But here again, when Xi comes on board, Xi Jinping was chosen as the next party leader by Jiang faction. Li Keqiang become the premier. Li Keqiang is the Green, which is the Youth League faction. So compromised, okay, Li Keqiang, my faction, become the premier, the number 2 of the country, and Xi becomes the party leader who is appointed by Jiang faction. She was supposed to be the puppet of Jiang faction. But then 5 years later, in 2017, the 19th National Congress, she is very smart because she knew that Jiang wanted to purge all those people who basically betrayed Jiang faction in 2011 when Jiang's health was deteriorating. So he knew that Jiang wants to purge a lot of people. So he partnered with Jiang's people, which is Wang Qishan, belongs to the Jiang faction. That's a yellow right here. So she partnered with Wang Qishan to gradually consolidate his power by purging millions of the CCP members betrayed Jiang in 2011. And then by doing this, she partnered with Jiang and helping Jiang get rid of Jiang's enemy, who were those Jiang's loyalty once was following Jiang, but later on decided to follow who? Because Jiang is on the way out. So she will be able to purge all of them because all of them are corrupt. Because all of them, remember, was using Jiang faction was using BGY, the blue and gold and yellow, to corrupt his faction, to control them. So when she comes on board, she said, "Oh, I'm gonna be implement the anti-graft, anti-corruption campaign, which is purging Jiang's members." It's so easy because all of them having dirt. So all of them be bribery or whatever. Okay. So by doing this, she managed to remove the 2-term limits on the presidency. So he and Wang Qishan literally become the president for life.